Welcome to Stomp the Idiot. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Koco from Wrestle AM, a podcast on YouTube, KocoSports, and I stream every day at twitch.tv. This is Q&A, Stump the Idiot, and Rusty asked me this on the X Machine, and a few other people have asked me before. When I talk about Pro Wrestling Noah and Monday Magic, I say a soft reboot. I've worked in professional wrestling, I've worked in television, I've worked in writing, I've worked in comic books a little bit, I've worked in a ton of anime, a ton of manga, and I'm going to define it the way I see it, in a way that I use the term. I thought a lot of people understood what a soft reboot was, and I apologize for not explaining my point a little bit more. And then, so basically, everyone knows what a reboot is. You have Spider-Man, he's Tobey Maguire. They get Reboot. It's someone tall and skinny and he can't catch people and he's amazing. And then you have another one. You got Tom Holland, and those are hard reboots. So there you go. The Fantastic Four. They were hard reboots. A soft reboot is very hard to write professional wrestling, soap opera, or something that has a long series. Sometimes as a novelist, it's very lucky because you can just end it. You're like, that's it. I'm like, where's part two? Oh, no, man, part two. Well, fucking no, that's the fucking end of the story. Same thing with movies. Well, back in the day. Now with the cinematic universes, they've become series. But a reboot is like, this is Spider-Man. It's not working. Bam, this is Spider-Man. Where Batman, sometimes it's a soft reboot, sometimes not. Like Batman, the one with Michael Keaton, when they replaced him, it was kind of a soft reboot. They're like, it's kind of the same, but not really. But a hard reboot is like Nolan's Batman. It's like, boom, that's it. So in pro wrestling, not many people have done reboots. They've called them reboots, but a lot of times they went out of business and they're back. Like MLW had a reboot. A couple other companies that have come back have reboots. ECW, you can kind of say it's a reboot. ROH under ECW under WWE, you could say is kind of a reboot. Same thing with ROH and AEW. A soft reboot is the story has to continue along, and you can't say it's brand new, but you kind of start ignoring stuff. And, a big thing that companies do, I don't see writers and bookers doing this as much. I think maybe it's a writer's term and a booker's term where they're just like, it's a soft reboot. We're just going to regroup, make it happen. This happens a lot of times with tournaments or a brand new show. In some small ways, Tony Khan is facing a soft reboot with Collision. And he's got a tournament. When in doubt, soft reboot, tournament it up, baby. So a soft reboot is the timeline continues. Right now, Marvel is working on a soft reboot behind the scenes. The storyline continues. We're not saying it never happened, but we just changed course. And it goes, because like when you are writing something that goes on forever, or you're booking a pro wrestling show that goes on forever, if you're really good at your job, you're like, well, what if Nakajima leaves? All right, if Nakajima leaves, we're gonna do this, this, and this, and this. And the same thing with comic books, same thing with soap operas or TV shows that go on for a really long time. I don't follow Doctor Who, but Doctor Who, I believe, had soft reboots. I could be wrong. Doctor Who fans, please correct me if it was a soft reboot or a solid reboot. And that's what a soft reboot is. Now, when I say Pro Wrestling Noah had a soft reboot, they didn't really make the announcement. They just, hey, one of our biggest events ever since Misawa, we got swept and pissed off a lot of fucking people. Around the N1, it's a tournament, a little bit of soft reboot, and then you have Monday Magic. And it worked very well. Now, they're going to be like, oh, it was always planned. Really? You were planning on losing Nakajima? Wow, what a plan. You were planning for Congo to break up? Fucking wow. Jesus fucking Christ. So there was a lot going on. The timing of Jake Lee was fucking horrendous. Being swept in the biggest event since Misawa. Then also on top of that, just people like every fan that I talked to that left the Tokyo Dome Muda retirement, they talked about Muda and said, "What the fuck?" And the best way I could translate how a lot of my friends felt, and I still try to talk my friends to coming back to Noah, and some of them feel fucking burnt. The best way to describe it is, I thought this was something special. I feel like I just wasted my time. And where the soft reboot came around is around N1. First off, they never mentioned a sweep for obvious fucking reasons. And the soft reboot is the N1. They put in great wrestlers. They just focused on the wrestling, so you get the wrestleheads back. And then Monday Magic came around, and it was a smaller arena. I think more companies should do this. When WWE was hurting after WCW went out of business, they should have done it. AEW should be doing it now, and Pro Wrestling Noah should be flirting with the idea. And with the N1, this soft reboot, and that was scheduled. I'm not saying that wasn't scheduled, but Kongo and all that shit, Nakajima. So they build it up, and you get the wrestleheads back. But with Monday Magic, I feel like it was just Pro Wrestling Noah fans returning and just feeling good. Shinjuku face when you get in there, and I've been to every Monday Magic. I want to be as crystal clear as possible. I am being invited as a guest because tickets have been sold out for the next Monday Magic. I don't want to be fucking phony baloney here. I'm very grateful for that, but I'm still going to be 100% honest and tell you what the situation is. So that's what a soft reboot is. It's kind of like, oh, this isn't working. There's a lot of shit. All right, let's focus. Let's change the way it is. The only company that did a real reboot, they kind of advertised a reboot and then just went out of business. WCW was planning a legit reboot. So I don't think it ever got off the ground, or if it did, no one paid attention. I know there was ads for it in the pro wrestling magazines. I think it was called World War III. WCW heads, anyone out there, please correct me. I'm going off a very old man bad memory. But reboots in soap operas usually don't happen. In animes and mangas, they don't happen. In comics, they happen all the time, but it's why the comic book industry in America is fucking beyond failing. Because if you reboot too much, no one's going to give a fuck. But a soft reboot is kind of like, this ain't working. Let's turn the wheel a little bit. Let's turn the arc a different way. And that's what a soft reboot is. I hope you understand, and maybe not everyone agrees with me, but when I say soft reboot, that's it. It went from a hot fucking product to, are you fucking for real? Go fuck yourself, to, well, at least it's good wrestling, to, we're having fun again. And I'm hoping 1-2 is packed. I hope nothing but success for Pro Wrestling Noah, as well as other companies. And I just hope it's something the fans absolutely fucking enjoy. I have no affiliation with Pro Wrestling Noah whatsoever, but I love covering it. I love talking about it. Am I an expert? Of course not. You know, there's too many of those on YouTube. I'm just a fucking passionate fan, but I believe with all my heart it's a soft reboot. Now, do Pro Wrestling Noah employees agree with me? I don't know. Every time I bring it up, they're like, it's not a soft reboot, Dave. Like, because, oh my God. Before the soft reboot, before the N1, let's go see what happened. We got swept after being the hottest. We lost to Jake Lee, who at the time had to change his fucking appearance and gimmick. People were completely upset. Then you have Kongo. And we're like, at least we got Kongo. Kongo breaks up. At least we have Nakajima. And that's why I think a lot of people love Keno. There was a movement, and it was really powerful. I know, companies go up and down. But there's also fun going up and down and shooting yourself in the foot. So I believe the soft reboot, that's what a soft reboot is, in my opinion. I've heard other people use it differently, but when I worked in anime, manga, pro wrestling, a little bit in comic books, a little bit in television, and that's what we call a soft reboot. It's like, oh, we got to keep this going. We got it. Marvel right now, in my opinion, is going through a soft reboot. And who knows? Maybe after Secret Invasion, Secret Wars, and all that shit. Oh, Secret Invasion was the one that sucked. Is Secret Wars the one that's coming up? I don't know. I apologize. I'm getting punched in the head a lot. But they're doing a soft reboot right now. And who knows? Who knows? But yeah, so I hope that answers what's a soft reboot and why I think Pro Wrestling Noah went through a soft reboot. And like I said, I follow WWE pay-per-views, AEW, Noah, New Japan. I dabble in Stardom, DDT, and TJPW, and I might expand, but I don't know. I don't want to get burnt out. Like, you can get burnt out. I've never seen anyone follow. I don't know. I guess bonus question. How many companies do you follow at once? Like, legit follow. Like, me, I don't follow WWE. I watch every single WWE pay-per-view and then go about my business because they'll just recap me. AEW, I watch almost every show. There's a time and place where I always forget about Collision. New Japan and Noah, I watch every single show. And then TJPW, DDT. I got to get more into All Japan. But yeah, it's hard to cover it all. Anyway, I'm getting way off topic. That was a soft reboot. Like, so let me get this straight. Soft reboot means you have ADHD? It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope that answered your question for the few people that asked it. And then if I ever bring it up and someone's like, what are you talking about, soft reboot? I could send them this. And I'll be like, oh, now I don't understand anything. Thanks. Salute. KocoSports on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, X, Instagram, and the mean streets of Yokohama. Let's say it together. We are Noah. With that, I am over. Hey,